Hi guys, Scapegoat Stephen back with another unboxing video. This time we've got another mercenary unit. We have Cylena, Raefyll and the Nyss Hunters. This is a character unit of Nyss. Nyss being basically the race of elves that Everblight corrupted quite a lot, quite heavily. These are some of the unblighted ones that are left, fighting their former comrades. As you can see, there are a lot of bits in this one. From my understanding, assembling this unit will make me hate modelling. There you go, look at that. 2 arms. Individual heads. And then sort of the rest of the body. I've been told by more than one person that putting these guys together has made wargamers cry. Apparently they are very frustrating, and in some places do require pinning, which I am seriously giving some consideration to, because they're fiddly as anything. I mean, if you look at the box, they look like they could fall apart if you nudge them too much. That said, I definitely still want to put them together. I'll show you why in a minute. I quite like their rules, and I quite like the idea of them. Having something that is not necessarily an anti-legion in abilities, but anti-legion in the fluff is quite nice. You know, it's nice to have some Nyss survivors. You know, the entire race wasn't consumed by Everblight for his own personal needs. So it's nice to have some rebels, as it were. As far as their stat line goes, so you've got Cylena herself, who is speed 7, strength 5, mat 7, rat 7, defense 15, armor 11, pathfinder. She's got a range 12, power 10 bow, and a power strength 9 weapon master sword. Okay, so very much a combined arms unit, because they all have those weapon master power 9 swords and the range 12, power 10 bows. And they all have pathfinder. Insanely high defense, really good speed. There's the rest of the unit. That's speed 7, mat and rat 6. She's got 5 boxes. The rest of the units only have 1. Blast damage. Blast damage is the thing that will kill these guys. I'm looking at running them with Gorton, who's a dwarf caster who has solid ground, which stops you being affected by blast damage. And given that they are 7 points for 6 or 10 points for 10, I'm thinking I'm going to need to run them with Gorton. You don't want them to be dying to blast damage or AoEs. So they will work for Crix, Signar, Cador and Retribution. They will also work for Circle and Trollbloods, and they cannot be included in an army that includes one or more of the listed model types, Animosity Blighted. So they won't work with Crix if you take the Blighted Trollkin, for instance, because it reminds them too much of their homeland and they get PTSD and go a bit mental, or something similar. While Cylena is in play, they gain granted combined range attack. So if you really wanted to, you could get them up to rat 17, pow 20. Seems a bit of a waste, but 2-man CRAs getting them up to sort of rat 8 standard, pow 12. It's alright. They also have Hunter, so they ignore forest concealment and cover when determining line of sight or making a range attack. So you're not going to be hiding from them as well from the bows. Being only range 12, I say only range 12, they can just tow in and shoot some opponents before then being shot in return. Some synergies that you have with them, perhaps in Signar, you could look at Snipe, or using Rupert Murdoch, who is a character UA, because for once per game he has his own mini feat that basically gives them cover. So yeah, that's right, defense 19, and immunity to blast damage. Quite tasty. Gumbjorn can do the same with his feat. I believe he makes immunity to blast damage with his feat. As I said, Gorton. I think, providing you can protect them from blast damage, I think they are a very good combined arms unit. They're expensive, but that is because you pay for the combined arms nature of the unit. They're good anti-infantry, in melee or with shooting. Shooting, they're probably better off going against light targets. Melee, give it a go against medium targets, but I'm not sure that's the best use of them. Or perhaps single 1 wound models, because you're looking at being able to hit about 19 damage. So either multi-wound models that perhaps haven't got a huge amount of armour, or you've previously debuffed the armour on them, or against light infantry, because with that defense 15, once they're engaged, it's going to be very difficult to try and shift them. I mean, if you can get them in somewhere like Kador and attach the Valachev, who's their ranking officer, who, well, amongst other things, makes them in faction. You put Iron Flesh on them, with defense 18, with speed 7, and he would grant them Zephyr, I believe, as an action. So that gives them an additional 3 inches of threat. So at that point, you're looking at like a 13-inch charge, possibly. I'm not sure how Zephyr would interact with other movement. That would have to be something I'd check. Or just a 10-inch walk, essentially. But again, because they've got Weapon Master, you probably want to be charging. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to putting them together, but I am looking forward to giving them a try out on the table. Given that they work for every single faction I own, it'll be interesting to see them used. So that was another unboxing video. Apologies I didn't get all the bits out for this one, but as you can see there's quite a lot of them. I didn't really want to drop any or lose any, especially given how fiddly the models are. So that's the end of this unboxing video. Let me know if you want to see anything else, and I should be back soon with some more unboxing videos for probably more mercenaries. Okay, it's Scapegoat Stephen saying goodbye.